Back again. This is the Spiritual Bank Account. I am your host, Billionaire Boy. Let's get straight to it. Today's video, I want to talk about fitness and fasting. These are two things that are dear to me because it's a part of my lifestyle. Uh, I'm at a point now to where my fitness regimen or my training has been more consistent than it has been in my life. Like I'm at 4 or 5 days a week for the most part, training, lifting in the gym. I was doing 6 days a week, but my 46-year-old body started to be a little dinged up, and I was like, you know what? I need to rest at least 2 days out the week. So now I'm at 5 days in the gym, and I'm also taking 10,000 steps a day. So this is like I said, this is the most I've been actively um, dedicated to my fitness, to my working out, to, carving up my physical body. Now, fasting, I have, I'm doing a fast right now. Every month, I do a 72-hour fast. So today is my second day. I'm working on 48 hours. Around 4:30 will be 48 hours in. And my fast starts on Sunday. It ends on Wednesday. So I work out on Monday. I don't eat. I stop eating Sunday. I work out on Monday without eating. Today's Tuesday. So I haven't eaten anything today. And I had a really strong workout today. And I'll do the same tomorrow. Now, these workouts are not as strenuous as I would normally go. However, when I first started fasting, I wouldn't even work out. I just chill because my body wasn't strong enough to sustain that type of physical work without eating. But the more I have done this fast, the stronger that my body's getting, and also my will. Fasting is more than just not eating. It's really a mental thing as well because you have to have the willpower to not eat. You have to have a strong will to say, I'm going to continue out throughout my normal day, my normal days, without feeding my body any nutrition. So, um, like I say, the first month, I don't think I worked out. Then the second month, I may have worked out that Monday. Then I may have worked out the next month, Monday and Tuesday. But I can remember I wasn't strong enough to work out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for probably the first 6 months I was doing it. And then after probably 6 months, I began to do a little on Wednesday. I would go Monday, Tuesday, I would get in there and do light work on Wednesday. I would say last month, which was the 13th month of me doing my fast, was my strongest month. It was like I said, it was my first month actually working out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and getting those 10,000 steps in each of these days. So I'm definitely feeling my body really adjusting and being able to grow while doing this fast and being able to push through. This this month today now had a great workout today. I already got my 10,000 steps in, and I got an awesome night of rest last night. I slept really well. Some of these nights, I don't really sleep well throughout the night, but last night was a great night of sleep. And tomorrow I'll get back at it. Definitely going to get in there to have a Wednesday workout and get those 10,000 steps in. But fasting, it should be prescribed. We know it's one of the oldest things that man has known to do. We can go back to the spiritual teachings. We can go back to the philosophies of the East. I mean, but we live in a world now to where they told us, and it was actually in 1990 when they told us we should eat to 5 to 7 meals per day. 5 to 7 meals per day is crazy, considering the fact that every time you eat a full meal, you should have a bowel movement. And we know people go days without even having a bowel movement, but they don't go days without eating. So all of this food that one has is stored into the body, and ain't nothing. It can't be nothing healthy about that. So they're telling us to eat all of these meals per day when the food has actually lost its nutritional value. The soil doesn't even produce enough nutrients for the food to have any nutritional value like it was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago before they began to use these fertilizers that were filled with pesticides. So if they're putting pesticides in the soil or on the fruits, and the pesticides are designed to burst the bellies of these insects, what do these pesticides do to us? So it's important when you're thinking about getting your nutrition that the food should be organic. It should be non-GMO. We know that the price of foods for those type of items has gotten higher and the nutritional value has gotten lower. And this happened when the industrialization of the food began, to where now I was reading something the other day about all of the food tastes the same pretty much. You go to Sonic, you go to Cheddar's, you go to Denny's, you go to all of these restaurants, and they're all buying their food from Cisco. They're all buying these food from the big distributors, the wholesale distributors that sell to all the chain restaurants. So you go get a cheese stick from Sonic, it's gonna taste the same as you get from Chili's because they bought it from the same place. So they're creating all of the mass production of the food. You know it's gonna lose, like I'm steady saying, nutritional value. It's not gonna be the healthiest thing that we can get. You got churches, you may have Popeyes, you may have everybody ordering their chicken strips from Tyson. Do you know what they do to the Tyson chicken? So again, that's why it's important to get your food from your local groceries markets, your local farmers market if possible. Someone who's actually growing the food so that you can try your best to stay away from the food that are GMO, that are just packed with pesticide because they're not doing our body any good. So I was talking about fasting, but I had to go into that spiel about being sure to get your nutrition. So I want to add in a little fitness talk because, again, it takes a certain type of will. It takes a certain amount of discipline that's going to create a habit of you getting up every day, putting your body through workout after workout after workout, only to have to wait for the delayed gratification to see the results. But where I'm at in life is like, and people will say, well, you can work out, you can eat right, you're going to die anyway. Yes, you're going to die anyway. But that is, to me personally, that's a lazy loser mentality to just say, I'm not going to do anything fitness-wise for myself. I'm not going to work on anything that has to do with my physical body. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. Feel free to do that. That's just not where I'm at. And those are not the type of people that are seeing in the future. They're not planning for the future. They're not planning 5, 10, 20 years ahead because you're doing anything to yourself right now. I was one of those people, so I know exactly. It's like, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna make it 2, 3 years. I don't know where. That's a type of mentality that I'm glad I've grown out of, that I'm able to plan 5, 10 years in the future and can actually visualize where I'm going to see myself. And fitness and maintaining an active fitness life to actually train is something that I see myself doing. I was in the gym, I think Monday, last week, baby, and I seen a guy in there. The guy told me he was 72 years old guy, man, in great shape. I wouldn't be able to tell he was in his 70s by the amount of energy that he has, by his actual physique. I asked him, man, what's your motor? And he said, I just don't want to be still. He said, my anxiety just won't allow me to sit down and be still. And the more that I'm active, the more that I focus on my fitness, the better I feel. And just the way he was, the energy that he had, it made me realize this is something that I want to strive to continue to do. This is something that I want to focus on. And that's being sure that I'm staying in great shape, that I'm training. Another thing too, man, this is for the men folk and women too, because I'll say this. Brothers, to have a program that includes your physical fitness, your training, that includes your diet, that includes something that is purpose driven. Hey man, it puts you in another class of men when, because these are things that require discipline. These are things that require you to be self-motivated. Nobody's, when you get to a certain age, nobody really gonna push you. Yeah, we got people that hold us accountable, but at the end of the day, you can say, I'm not going today. I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna eat whatever I want to eat. I'm gonna go out and have drinks every day this week. These are things that we know take away from our life span, the life expectancy that we have. So again, kudos to the people that have a program. They put you in another league. You're way more attractive having a program than somebody who just wake up with nothing to do every day. And I also hear a lot of women say, yeah, I like my man. I like a dad bod. I like my man with a belly. And I'll say this, you just don't want to work out. You like him with a belly because you got one. I almost called you out your name. Because you got a belly. That's why you attracted to that, because you know he ain't working out. He ain't going to push you to work out. Y'all just going to be happy with each other. That's perfectly okay. It's somebody for everybody. But somebody who that has a workout 3, 4, 5 days a week, that's actually working on their physical body, working on their health, working on their fitness. We're not attracted to somebody that's not. It just don't. I want somebody that has this. That's why they talk about equally yoked. Being equally yoked, that's a part of it. If I'm working out, I believe you should have a workout program, schedule, lifestyle yourself. These are parts of being equally yoked we tend to overlook. But I seen a chick. She said she's to my own dating. She was like, I don't have a belly, and neither should you. And that's how I feel. It's like, yo, I know it takes work and dedication to get to that point to where you're pleased with what you look like. And also, it's never too late to get in that gym. It's never too late to say, you know what? I'm about to make some adjustments to my diet. I'm about to make some adjustments to my lifestyle. Again, fasting was one of these things that I implemented into my life a little over a year ago, 14 months to be exact. And I can see the benefits. I can feel the benefits physically and mentally. My clarity, my ability to eliminate addictions, my ability to be swayed into doing something that doesn't align with where I'm going in life. Fasting. So it not only does it improve your will, your discipline, and it aligns you spiritually too as well, because this is one of the reasons my spirit was telling me, that voice in my head was telling me, you need to start fasting. And as I began to work these fasting, I understood why that I was supposed to, because it was aligning me up to, like I say, stop doing some of the things that I was doing, stop having certain urges. Fasting eliminates urges. The biggest urge that you have while fasting, it's not going to be to go get drunk. It's not going to be to get high. It's not going to be to have sex. It's going to be to eat. You're going to be hungry. So if I can eliminate that urge of eating, if I can suppress my urge to eat, those other three I just named, they don't stand a chance. So they allow me to become more disciplined in that life as well. So every month I do this 72-hour fast. I always start on the second Sunday of the month. I always end that Wednesday. And if anybody wants to join, man, leave me a comment, send me a message, send me an email, and we can start this 72-hour fast, as well as put yourself on a fitness regimen. Start doing something. Start walking every day. Start with a small goal. If you want to go to the gym, you don't really know what to do, go in the gym and just start walking on the treadmill. Then you'll start to be able to see people in there doing different exercises. That's what I really did. Then you can start to incorporate different workouts. Then you will be more compelled to make this a habit. At first, it's gonna be like, damn, I really don't want to go. But then you'll get to the point where it's like, I can't miss. I gotta miss. I gotta get my steps in. I'm deciding to get me a trainer. So again, man, I just want to tap in about some things that I'm actually living, that I can actually speak about with the conviction, because it's a part of my lifestyle now. So I just encourage everyone to, again, start your fast. Make it a 24-hour fast. Start with 1 day without eating. Start intermittent fasting. Start giving your digestive system time to rest. Start giving your body time to have cellular rejuvenation, also known as autophagy or autophagy. Start your body caring about your insides. And while you're developing that inner love, that internal love for your organs, your bloodstream, your oxygen levels, by fasting, start back training, or start training, start back walking. Just make your lifestyle improve by fasting and fitness. I'm out of here.